everyone. Welcome to yet another program by Kala Pradarshan. This time, we are celebrating a festival which is known by different names in different states, and it signifies the first day of the new year of the lunisolar calendar, Chaitra month. In Kerala, this is celebrated as Vishu, in Tamil Nadu as Puttandu, Karnataka and Andhra or Telangana as Ugadi, in Maharashtra as Gudi Padua, and in northern India as Baisakhi. Mostly, this festival is celebrated across by doing flower decorations and in everyone's houses, visiting temples, and typically cooking festival feasts. Today, to celebrate this occasion with Kala Pradarshan, we have Preeti and Ramya, who are musicians and excel in their field. They will together entertain us with wonderful music and songs from different languages. We will be doing a premiere of this show on April 17th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, that is 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Firstly, a warm welcome to Preeti and Ramya from the Kala Pradarshan team, and thank you for taking time to entertain our audience. Hi Preeti, hi Ramya.
Hi Vikas.
So without wasting much,
Hi Vikas.
Thank you. So without wasting much time, we will get to know more about Preeti and Ramya by asking them a few questions of their background and what they have been doing. So let's begin with the alphabetical order to be justified. So Preeti, we'll start with you. When did you start your journey in music and how did it all start?
Hi Vikas. First of all, thank you for having us here. It's great to be performing for this enthusiastic music group that you all created. So talking about my musical journey, I think I started singing. I've been singing since I remember. So my mom tells me I started learning music when I was, when I started talking, my mom is a singer basically. So I've grown up listening to her sing, and luckily my family has a lot of musicians too. So that's how I've grown up. So my first stage performance was at the age of 6. And I started learning Carnatic classical at the age of 5. So that's how my musical journey began.
Great. And Ramya, what about you?
Yeah, just like Preeti, my family has a lot of musicians. I belong to a musical family. And then I started singing by listening to lullabies from my parents. And then I used to sing since the age of 3. And then I used to listen to a lot of film music and try to imitate the singer, the nuances exactly. That's how I used. And one discipline that I had was I have a sister and we both sing together. So we listen to music every day, we sing every day, and then we used to have a tape recorder those days. Then we used to record our voices every day. It used to be a discipline, regular discipline, and that's how I started, singing. And then my first stage performance was when I sang for a wedding. I sang this Nila Kaigrade when I was a small girl. And then it was a very memorable performance. Yeah. And then everyone audience asked once more. And it was a very different experience to sing in a mic, to hear my own voice in a speaker, the idea of a monitor. Everything was so different and it was a wonderful experience. That's how it started.
That's so brilliant. Always, the first one is always very special. And I think for you, you just nailed it. I mean, people wanted her once more, and that's all you want as an artist, right?
Yeah, especially for a child. It was very encouraging as a child.
Absolutely. So great. I mean, good to know you guys, and we'll talk more. So Ramya, I'll go with you this time. So did you have to struggle in your early stages of career, and how did you motivate yourself to overcome the struggles?
So basically, I never had a professional exposure into this, film music. I belong to a very orthodox family, and this idea of stage singing those days was completely very different. Only most of the stage performances were for the weddings and functions, as opposed to the current trend. Now you go to a cafe, there's a music, they sing a lot of good songs, melody songs, but those days it used to be mostly at the weddings, and usually at the receptions. And then my parents were very reluctant to send us it used to get over at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So they never wanted me to be a regular stage singer those days. But I had a very good discipline of singing every day, learning the nuances, and I completely focused on improving the voice techniques and learning the song thoroughly. And then my father is a classical singer. So I used to learn, me and my sister, both of us used to learn kritis from him. So I had the Carnatic exposure from him. And then slowly it started. But since I didn't get an opportunity to perform more, since I had this restriction, I had a problem with when it comes to, the voice throw. There are a lot of things, you need to have a very bright voice when you're performing live as opposed to recording voice in a studio. So I used to have this issue of, I don't know, I was reluctant to ask if I can hear the monitors, things like this. Live singing is completely different. So I never I was quite shy to to perhaps, since I didn't have the regular performing background. So I used to have this issue of live singing. So I used to perform very rarely during my initial stages. So that was an issue for me. And then later, the more and more I became more matured, I had to jam with more professional musicians. This issue, I overcame it. Yeah.
Very
so
good.
That's how it started.
Great. Preeti, how about you? Did you have to go through some struggle?
My journey has been very different. So like I said, when I started singing on stage, so I was lucky that my parents gave me this exposure of making me sing on stage. So it was not in, the audience used to be for maybe satsangs or bhajans. So there I learned a lot of technicality behind how to, use a mic, how do you adjust the reverb in the mic. So I got that exposure at a very young age. And I realized I really enjoy doing this. So that is that I should really thank my parents, because they gave me this exposure and I understood I really like doing it. And so again, whether it's singing on a stage for a live audience, it's very different for every audience. So once I got into college, I got into a few reality shows. So there I again learned a lot about how to manage different kinds of audience, what should be the song selection to suit different audience. So I wouldn't call it a struggle, but it has been a very good learning for me throughout. So any opportunity I've got, I think I've learned from each of it. Even when I've done studio recordings for a few track singing for movies, initially, yes, it was tough. Ramya was perfectly right in saying singing on stage is very different from studio singing. But I think I had the opportunity to learn on job. So that way, it's been really nice. I'm lucky that way. And yes, it's very important, I think, to be very open to learning from every experience that we have. So that
absolutely
has been good. And
overall, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
okay.
Please.
No, I was saying overall, I would say that about 10 to 15 years ago, whoever have started their career, I mean, before that also who have had an established career may have had a lot of difficulties with things, because it was not easy. Technology was not so readily available for people, like the YouTube or the lyrics or, the different, nowadays for music, I have no knowledge of music, but, I'm sure technology wise it has come a long way. And now all this digital mixing and so many things, literally each singer and each musicians can sit in different part of the world, and the music can come collaborated into one output. For the person who is listening, they feel that it's all happening in a studio, but actually it's happening in different places. So definitely things have changed now, but of course even now there is a different form of struggle which people go through, and which is why we want to them to understand with professionals and musicians like you and Ramya, to basically get motivated that, hey, things were different, there was struggle that time, things are different now, but there is struggle now as well, but do not give up, keep trying, and definitely success is always it will come to you at some point of time. So no, great, thank you very much. So Preeti, I'll start with you now. And there is, both of you and Ramya have a long way to go, no doubt about it. But so far in your career, in your music career, what do you feel as an achievement?
So I think as an artist, achievement is being better than what I was yesterday. Whether
Absolutely.
it's performing in my live shows or on a stage, or even as a teacher. When I'm teaching music, I think I should also learn in this entire process. So I think that that is very important for an artist.
Right. Did you
And
get any awards, anything?
so I've been into many reality shows. So I've been the semi-finalist of Voice of Bangalore and finalist of Voice of Karnataka and runner-up of second runner-up of Surtarang National Hunt Talent Hunt
Wow.
in India. And so I've done a lot of stage shows across India, and I've done two stage shows in USA too, independent
Wow.
stage shows.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So yes, so the 2020 I had two stage shows planned in Dubai and Qatar, but since the COVID also gave us a positive turn for all the artists. Now we're able to reach larger audience sitting at home. So
True.
now
True.
I've had the opportunity to perform for audience in Middle East. In fact, last week I had a show for Toronto. So it's been great, I can say.
COVID has really pushed everyone to think different and act very differently, and it's opened up a lot of opportunities for a lot of people.
Very
But
true. And
brilliant.
especially with platforms like yours, of course, I'm sure all artists are going to get very good audience and motivation to, practice well and be better. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Very
Our
much.
audience, I mean, our platform here is just a part of it. And as we rightly say, it's just a platform. It's mainly the singers like you and the audience, of course, who are patiently listening to us. Both of you together decorate this platform so well that it motivates us to, come up with new ideas and bring new talents onto the stage and help them to, get into the next step of their career. So, Ramya, what about you?
So, well, I never participated in many reality shows. The only one reality show that I participated was in Jaya TV Ragamalika. And that's when I got in touch with, I got an opportunity to meet Subhashri Tanikachala ma'am and learn from her. And then, yeah, and then I've participated in other small competitions in Singapore. When I was in Singapore, I was there for 5 years, and I performed. I gave a Hindustani classical performance in front of Sri Ram Parashuramji, and then he was so very impressed with my performance. And then after I came back to India, I had an opportunity to learn Hindustani classical music from him. I think that is a great achievement for me. And
Brilliant.
then, but I never. I was actually what to say. I always focused on improving the voice, improving the techniques of singing. I was very selective when it comes to performances.
Mhm.
But luckily, I had an opportunity to perform with Srinivas ji. I remember I sang Minsara Kanna. I had an
Wow.
opportunity to sing Minsara Kanna with him, and I mean, I had a very good response. And then I performed with Sukhwinder ji when he had come to Singapore, and then Sarna Sargam ji, and then many eminent artists on stage. I think I
I
consider
don't know.
that
I
as a
don't know
big
about you
achievement.
guys, but it gives me a goosebump to listening to
Uh-huh.
these names itself. And I mean, I'm sure you guys are very lucky to have got all these opportunities to perform.
And
That's
then
great.
currently I'm part of Subhashri's QFR series. So
Beautiful.
I have performed for 5 songs. I mean, like you rightly said, after COVID has given us a lot of opportunity to perform online. I
Great.
think
Great.
I feel very lucky and blessed. I mean,
Beautiful.
opportunities keep coming in without even. Hello.
Yeah, Ramya, I think your video. Okay, you're
Oh,
back.
okay.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Fine. Yeah.
So, Ramya, what are your plans for your musical journey in the coming years? Do you have something lined up? I'm sure there's a lot of shows and stuff that you have lined up, but
Yeah. Like I mentioned before, I have been very selective when it comes to live performances. I continue to do that.
mhm.
And then I teach for I don't have a music school, but looking at my online performances, my videos, a lot of people from around the world approach me from US for learning music. So I teach for specific students only during weekends. So I would like to increase, reach. I mean, cater music to more number of students. And then I would like to learn instrument, and then programming, and then get into independent music as soon as possible.
Great, great, great.
Yeah,
Preeti, what about you?
I want to do more shows, stage shows
Of course.
across the world, and I'm also doing my I'm completing my certification course from Shankar Mahadevan Academy. So in just a couple of weeks, I would be a certified music teacher from Shankar
Wow.
Mahadevan Academy. I forgot to mention, I recently had the opportunity to sing perform in front of Shankar Mahadevan sir too. So
Wow.
that's amazing. Other than that, in my music school front, I want to take that forward because this has been in my family. My grandmom has been teaching, my mom has been teaching, but they never, advertised about school we had. So now I thought I should give it a name and take this legacy forward. So that's how I came up with that
Beautiful.
school.
Yeah, I actually heard about that music school. So tell us more about that music school, Preeti.
Yes, so let me share my about my music school. I think I should get the share screen right.
No, I think you have it, right?
Yes, now I can. Okay, so this is my school, my music school. It's called Shrulabha School of Music. So I came up with this name because I think the three main elements, or I can say pillars of music, is the Shruti, Lay, and Bhav. So that is what actually makes an artist's performance really effective, and that's when we can actually connect with the audience. And so the school has been there for many years now. I've given it a name recently, and that's how I've started teaching. So my mom and grandmom have been teaching classical music for many years. So I have brought in a few more elements of light music because as a student, when I learned classical music, I did not know how to knit the learnings from classical music to different other genres. So this is one aspect I want to closely, cover in the lesson plans in my school. So the students who learn classical or light are able to apply these learnings to all genres that they learn, because music has no boundaries. We should be able to experiment as artists with different genres, and learning any genre of music should give us that confidence to try different styles of singing and all of that. So that is one thing I really encourage in my school.
Beautiful, beautiful. So if they want to know more about the school, how do they reach out? Okay, I see a phone number there. Okay, great.
Yes.
Is
So
there a
they can
website or
reach out to
a?
me. No, I'm still in the process of coming up with a website, but they
Okay,
can always reach out to me on my Facebook profile, Messenger, or even my phone number that is in the
brilliant,
flyer.
brilliant. I wish you all the best, Preeti, and I hope your school will be a great success, and definitely, you would, whatever you wished for will definitely come true, and likewise for Ramya. So whatever you plan to do, wish you all the best to both of you. Now, before I let you guys, relax, as much as I am excited, I'm sure the audience is also excited to hear a few lines from you. And of course, I know that you are going to perform on the 17th. We have the premiere show, but just to give a glimpse to the audience. So we'll start with Preeti.
Okay, so this is one of
Your
my very
favorite song.
yeah, just 2 lines for all of you. So hope to everybody who's watching this video, I hope you'll tune in to our show to watch me and Ramya perform. नाम गुम जाएगा, चेहरा ये बदल जाएगा, मेरी आवाज़ यही पहचान गर याद नहीं.
Wow, wow, wonderful.
Brilliant.
Yes,
That's one
brilliant.
wonderful, Preeti.
Ramya, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, sure. தூரல் போடும் இந்நேரம் தோளில் சாய்ந்தால் போதும், சாரல் பாடும் சங்கீதம் கால்கள் தாளம் போடும் தெளிந்த பிறகு திரைகள் எதற்கு நனைந்த பிறகு நாணம் எதற்கு மார்பில் சாயும் போது தென்றல் வந்து என்னை தோடும் சத்தம் இன்றி முத்தம் ஏடும் பகலே போய்விடு இரவே பாய்கொடு நிலவே பன்னீரை தூண்டியோ.
Wow, brilliant, both
Thank
of
you.
you.
Very nice.
Thank you very much. You both have been
Thank you.
so wonderful, and these few lines that you have sung is really creating a craving for me to really listen to the whole singing and just indulge in the music. I can't wait, and I'm sure our fans can't wait as well. A very big thank you to Preeti and Ramya today for taking time, telling us more about you, entertaining the audience and globally. And we are really looking forward to the actual singing from both of you on the 17th. Once again, audience, it's on the April 17th, 11 a.m. Eastern time and 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So audience, a big thank you to each and every one of you to provide the unwavering support and encouragement, which is really our fuel to keep us going. We try our best to do something different every time, and you have been supportive and encouraging us all the time. Please continue by doing what you're doing and spreading the word of mouth to popularize our platform. Preeti and Ramya, wish you all the very best to any plans, any future endeavors that you have planned. And thank you very much for taking time in associating with us and entertaining us and our audience. Right? Sorry.
It's been great, Vikas. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. It's our pleasure having
Thank
us
you.
in the show. Thank you.
Thank you. So until we meet next time, take care, stay safe. Very happy Baisakhi, Gudi Padwa, Ugadi, Puttandu, Vishu to each and every one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.